Good morning, Raghav. Good morning, Kanak.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you, children?
Ma'am, I'm fine. How are you?
Good as well. What about you, Raghav? Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
So, children, please be ready with your books. Today we have to start a new topic. Hurry up, children. Please be ready with your books. Raghav.
Yes, ma'am.
Beta, do you have your book? And yes, Kanak and Raghav, since both of you are here only, do you have any doubts in the topics that we have done yesterday? Any confusion about them?
No, ma'am.
Are they all clear?
No, ma'am. Yes.
We'll wait for a minute for the others to join and then we'll begin with the class. Okay?
Okay.
Good morning, Parithi. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. What happened, Sarah? All good?
Ma'am, today I got a bit fever and I'm also having a bit cold.
But please take good care of yourself, no? Please
Yes,
stay protected. Don't go out much. Don't meet much with people, right? Because it is
yes, ma'am.
actually spreading now. Right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Good. Children, you have to open this page today. We have to page number 52. Finally be ready with page number 52. Today we are going to start with tribal livelihood. Ready, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Nishu. Good morning, Sanya.
Good morning, ma'am.
Shari. So, children, yesterday we read about the important tribes, their political importance, right? And everything. Today we are going to talk about their livelihood. Today we'll talk about the livelihood of these tribal people. So, yes, before we begin, I would like to ask you people that what do you mean by livelihood? What does the term livelihood mean to you?
Ma'am, like their habitat, like their where they live.
Not only the habitat, it's about the way they live. How
Ma'am,
do
there
they live? How do they
there
earn?
way
What
they
do they do? Everything comes in their livelihood. Right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
Kana, can you please read the first passage for us, first paragraph for us?
Okay, ma'am. Many tribes obtained their livelihood from agriculture. Others were hunter-gatherers or hearers.
Herders.
Most often, herders.
Herd.
Most often, they combined these activities to make full use of natural resources of the area where they lived. Some tribes were,
Nomadic.
nomadic and moved from one place to another. Similarly, the what's this?
Pastoralists.
Nomadic pastoralists moved
Maybe
from
they are
one
done.
place to another.
Yes, Sanya.
From one place.
Yes, Sanya.
The ma'am saying we have done this. Ma'am, we have to start from.
No worries. Let's begin it again. Because few of the people who have joined today, they were not there in the class earlier. Right? So we'll begin from here.
Yes.
We'll fresh started with you. Yes, Kanak.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
They exchanged wool, ghee, milk, etc., with sheltered agriculturists for
Agriculturists.
grain, cloth, utensils, and other products. They bought and sold these goods as they moved from one place to another, transporting them on their animals. Don't you think that these livelihood strategies
Strategy.
of the
Strategies.
strategies of the tribes were sustainable in environmental terms?
Okay. Thank you so much, Bache. Yes, what she read, I think that's right. The question is to have asked by the end of the paragraph that don't you think that the livelihood strategies of the tribes were sustainable in environmental terms? Yes, because when we read this, we got to know that we are very much it is visible that they were not hampering or tampering the environment in any manner, right? They were either like engaged in agriculture, and if not agriculture, then they used to do hunting, gathering, or herding, right? You know what is herding? Do you know who are herders?
Ma'am, are they like sheep rearers?
Just like
Sheep
example of, yeah,
rearing?
very good example she has given, like sheep rearers, right? Most often they combined all these activities, and it was not like that. Okay, if a person is doing agriculture, that person will not do hunting or will not do gathering, right? It was not like that. Very often means अक्सर ही बार ये होता था that many of the like most of them used to combine all these things, like they used to do agriculture, hunting, gathering, and herding as well, right? To make the best use of the forest resources and of all the resources which they have around them, right? Some tribes were nomadic. Yesterday we have read about them in detail. Who are nomads, children?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the person who move from one place to another are called nomads.
The people
Yes,
who
ma'am.
keep on move, right? Who are always in move, they are known as nomads, right? Now, similarly, the nomadic pastoralists moved from one place to another with their animals, right? Now, pastoralists also we have read about yesterday. Who are pastoralists, children? Tell me who are pastoralists. Paridi, why are you blank? I'm not getting that. Wait, that's very bad. The people are not reading it at all. It's very easily, very clearly visible.
Ma'am, pastoralists are the
Ma'am,
person.
specialists are those who are moving one place to another with their animals.
With their cattle.
pets.
Paridhi Sharma, what is going on? Beta, this is not done. Pastoralists are the people who move from one place to another along with their cattle. Got it? So it was written here as well. Nomadic, if you have had a little bit of brain, you would have seen it from here only, then answered. Nomadic pastoralists move from one place to another with their animals, right? They
So, ma'am, nomadic and they are also same.
Hanji.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, but
nomadic and
ma'am, but
they are
just they
same.
move with animals. Ma'am, nomadics are pastoralists are same, just the differences of animals.
Yeah, nomads and yeah. Nomads and pastoralists, the difference between nomads and pastoralists are the pastoralists also carry their animals with them. They always move with their animals as well, right? So they exchange wool, ghee, milk, etc. Like the animals which they used to get from animals. They used to exchange these products, the products which they used to get from their animals, and they used to exchange these products, right, for things they want, for example, grain, clothes, utensils, and other products. And from whom they used to exchange it? With the agriculturists. You can also say with the people of the settled communities, right? And yes, this was quite environmental friendly, right, children? Is it?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Next is one such nomadic group of that was the Banjaras. I think we discussed about the Banjaras. The Banjaras was one of such tribal people, right? Nomadic tribes. They were the most important traders, nomads during the medieval period, and their caravan was called Tanda. What was the caravan called? Tanda. So
Tanda.
working with the
Tanda.
market regulations.
Ma'am, in between, no voice is coming.
Hanji.
Ma'am, I think she has some network issues. Ma'am, because your voice is coming clear here.
Okay. So yes, their caravan was known as Tanda, and Sultan Alauddin Khilji's market regulation system became successful primarily because he was very much dependent on the Banjaras. What he was dependent on the Banjaras, he was dependent on them to transport the grain to the city markets, right? They also transported food grain for the Mughal army during military campaigns, right? When the Mughal army used to be at distant places fighting a war. Then also they used to transport goods and service goods for these army, for the military, right? Who used to transport goods for the military, children?
Mom, this
Ma'am,
person.
Banjara.
Mom, sorry.
Right, the Banjaras. Next comes the Gonds. Now, after the Gonds, there was one more important tribe which was known as the Gonds. Now, children, the Gonds were one of the most important tribal groups in central India during the medieval period. This period में जो एक बहुत important tribal group था यहाँ पे इनका नाम था क्या? Gonds. Now the question comes that the area under these people, right? Yes. The area under their control was कौन कौन सा area उनके control में था? Which area was under their control? So if you have to talk about the area under their control, then the area under the control of whom, बच्चों? Whom are we talking about here?
Mom, we are talking
Ma'am,
about.
Jabalpur and Bhopal.
Ma'am, Jabalpur and Bhopal.
That's right.
Ma'am, we
Who
are
we talking
talking about Gonds. The Gonds.
Who were the Gonds? Were there some Gundas and all?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, they are the
Oh.
most important.
They're the tribal people. They were not the Gundas, they were the tribes. Sara, be attentive, right? So yes, the area under their control was the area between Jabalpur and Bhopal. Have you heard the name of Jabalpur ever before?
Ma'am, my cousin.
Yes,
is
ma'am.
there.
Now, one of their important queen, you might have heard of Queen Durgavati earlier as well. Have you heard of name? Rani Durgavati.
Ma'am.
She was a very she was a warrior of her time, right? She has even fought, like she has even helped India during the first war of independence, right, in 1857, which helped. Then also she has given great contribution to fight from the Britishers, right? Okay. So Rani Durgavati is still celebrated in Gond legends for her courage and valor. Valor means VALOR, valor means, children? Hurry up, tell me the meaning of valor.
Ma'am, courage. Ma'am, the meaning of courage or valor.
Courage, so we know what is courage. First tell me that.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, courage in Hindi we can say that it is a ma'am, sahas, like the
Ma'am, bravery.
Ma'am, great courage, like ma'am in valor, like
Ma'am,
Valor means
bravery.
or
Especially it is for war.
bravery as well. you
ma'am.
can- Okay, please write it down. If tomorrow I'm gonna ask you, then you must be in a state to answer. The meaning of valor is
Can you please tell me the meaning of valor?
bravery. Valor means bravery. Okay. Got it? Valor means bravery. And children, you must try to use, like here you have read a new word today, valor, which means bravery. Now, when you will be writing the answers, whenever you have to use a bravery in your common communication also, no, then also you must try to use such words. This is how you can improve your vocabulary. Reading a new word per day will not help you like that. Using a new word every day in your communication is going to help you to improve your vocabulary. Got it? Okay. When you'll be writing the answers, when you'll be speaking to someone, then also you must try to use the new words whichever you're learning. Next is Rani Durgavati ruled the region during the 16th century on behalf of her 5-year-old son. Like earlier, as you know, okay, you must have read about it, that the kingship was hereditary. After the king's son was supposed to be the king, right? This is the thing. This is how it used to be back then. Now what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
When her husband died, then her son was only 5 years old. And a 5-year-old child could not rule a kingdom, right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So she ruled the region during the 16th century on behalf of whom children? She ruled it on behalf of her 5-year-old son after the death of her husband, right? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, she refused to bow before Akbar and fought the huge Mughal forces, right? Akbar must have tried to, just like Akbar tried to, like he defeated the Chero tribe and he acquired their areas. Similarly, he also tried to, to defeat Rani Durgavati as well and to get up her kingdom because he thought that, okay, a lady is ruling this kingdom, it might be very easy for us to win over. But she proved him wrong. She refused to bow before the forces, but she was like, no, I'm not gonna bend. Bow means she was like, I will not bend before your forces, I'll fight till death. And she fought with them, right? She fought the huge Mughal forces. Mughal forces are very big. She fought with them. She was wounded in a battle and preferred to stab herself to death rather than to be captured and dishonored by the Mughal army. Can't we, isn't it similar to someone we must have seen Padmavat? Have you seen Padmavat, children?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
You've seen Padmavat?
Yes, ma'am.
In Padmavat and
Yes,
Alauddin Khilji almost won over the territory. Rani Padmavati. What did she do?
And ma'am, she at last sati, ma'am. She did sati.
Yes, right? She burned herself alive. All the women of that kingdom burned themselves alive instead of being disrespected or instead of losing it.
Ma'am, it wasn't sati. I suppose it was something else.
It was not sati. We cannot call it sati because sati is something. Sati refers to when you are you're sitting on the funeral pyre of your husband and then you are burned alive in that. But these women burnt themselves alive by themselves, right? So they just try to protect their honor, right? They did not want to lose their honor. They did not want to be treated badly by the Khalji, and she did not want him to win like that. So that's what she did. And similarly, here you can see when she was wounded in a battle, Rani Durgavati, she stabbed herself. Stab herself, matlab? Stab kaise karta hai? But when you're stabbing herself,
I'm putting a knife in your body, ma'am.
is putting a knife
I'm
to
cutting
body.
your
She
skin.
preferred to stab herself to death rather than be captured and dishonored by the Mughal army. The Gondwana region, if we talk about the Gondwana region, the region of the Gonds was known as the Gondwana region, right? Later came under the control of the Marathas in 1789. Right, in the coming chapters, we're going to read about the Marathas as well, right? So the Gondwana region came under the control of the Marathas in 1789, and finally in 1817, right? And finally in 1817, the British brought it under, the region was brought under by the British command, right? So that is who Rani Durgavati was, right? She was one of the very powerful, strong, and courageous women of her time. Clear? Clear,
Yes,
children?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So please go through this. Then I'll begin with the Ahoms. But please just read this Gonds wala chota sa paragraph. Just give it a read in a minute. Hurry up.
Ma'am, Gonds were like the important traders.
Yes. Hurry up. Give it a read quickly.
Ma'am, what we have to do?
Just read the Gonds paragraph quickly. The paragraph about Gonds. So that it will get very clear to you. Hurry up, everyone will read it. Arnav, Sanya. Arnav, are you there? Nishu, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Raghav, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Tuk Patel.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Good, Nishika. Read, bache. Hurry up. Anya, Shreyansh,
Yes, ma'am.
Beta, done?
No, ma'am.
The people have joined later, no? Please read this much. In case you have any doubt, ask me right away. Harshdeep, Anya, Macham.
Yes, ma'am.
But so in case you have any doubt, please read it so that the route I can clear your doubts.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
what does
the
this line refer? She refused to bow before Akbar. Ma'am, what is
Refused
the
to
meaning
bow
of bow?
before Akbar. Matlab she refused to bend before him. Like she did not when she got wounded, or when the army came to attack, she did not bow. She did not say that okay, we'll accept your supremacy, we'll lose our independence, right? She did not fear them, not at all. Dari nahi hai unse. She was defeated. She fought them with great valor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Done, children. Shall we begin with the homes now?
ma'am, may you tell the meaning of stab? Ma'am, that
Stab means
voice was
yeah,
very.
sorry, coconut.
Ma'am, what?
To just know to put a knife in your body or a sword or something. Done, kids? Done, children?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's come to Ahoms. Now, if we talk about the Ahom kingdom, children. So this kingdom was established in 1228 and it ruled till 1826, which is not a less time, right? You can see that their kingdoms stayed in power for a good number of time. Now, it was in parts of present-day Assam, and it ruled nearly for 600 years, which is not a less time, right? The Ahoms ruled nearly for 600 years. Historical documents do not call the kingdom Ahom. They call it Assam or Assam. What do they call the kingdom? Assam or Assam. That is why you might be seeing, if you have ever observed, the traditional culture of Assam is still very much related to the tribal culture, isn't it? Have you ever looked at it? Have you ever paid attention to it? What do you know about the traditional culture of Assam? Have you seen the way they dress up?
Ma'am, Bihu, ma'am, the festival Bihu.
Right. But you have also seen the way they dress up and all. So this is somewhere you can say they were very much influenced by the tribal people because they have ruled them for 600 years, and it is very obvious that yes, they will get the influence of them. Now, the Ahom kingdom was known as Assam or Assam, and the subjects of this kingdom are known as Assamese or Assamia. What were they known as? Assamese or Assamia. Children, I have also told you about subjects. Please tell me what do we mean by subjects here? Hindi, English, Maths?
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Then what?
Ma'am, the topics of their kingdom.
My goodness, Sarah. Topics of the kingdom. Children, what is the meaning of subjects? Nishu,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the meaning of subjects? Shreyansh,
Ma'am, like something like being considered a person or something.
wrong. Children, I don't know how many times you want me to tell you one thing. Subjects here means very disappointed I am. Very bad this is.
Ma'am, the person or thing discussed.
The people of the kingdom. Bache, right now we are known as citizens of India. Right? Before this, before we won the independence, till the time we were in a monarchy or in any kingship, the people of that area are known as the subjects of the king or the monarch. Please get this thing clear, kids. The subjects are known as the people of the kingdom, right? The people of the kingdom were known as subjects of the king because they were totally living on the mercy of the king, right? We are lucky enough to be called the citizens of India because the constitution has given us this right, right? The constitution has given us this respect, this power to be independent and to do whatever we want to. We are not anybody's subjects anymore. Got it? Clear? Now the region in Ashan, that is Hmong Mao tribe in China. The region in ancient historic literature is referred to as Kamarupa, right? There's this region only in the historic culture is known as Kamarupa. What is it known as? Kamarupa. Now, during the early 13th century, Sukapa, a Shan Hmong Mao tribe from China prince, began his journey about 9,000 followers and reached the Brahmaputra Valley in 1228. Okay, so that's how their rule began. Okay, it was a tribe from China which came and settled here. The Ahom kingdom then consolidated its power for the next 300 years or so, and the first major expansion was at the cost of Chutia kingdom, which was annexed in 1522 under Shungmu. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope you people are using a pen or pencil and underlining things which I have underlined.
Yes, ma'am.
Noting things.
Yes.
Good for you.
I am underlining with highlight.
That's good, children, but this is very wrong. Whenever I ask you something, you people are always blank. But this is not done, beta. How is it gonna be? If you're not able to remember things for now, how are you gonna remember them for the exams? Please tell me that. And then you people claim that no, ma'am, we pay attention. This is not the way it is. You actually, if you want to pay attention, you have to pay complete attention. Got it?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So now there's more about the home kingdom. The reason it is giving so much about this kingdom is that because this kingdom is a very important kingdom. They are like one of the kingdom who ruled for 600 years. So 600 years is a very, very long term, like a very long period for a king to rule, for a particular kingdom to rule, right? Shungmu was the first Ahom king to adopt a Hindu name, right? Which name he adopted was Swargnarayan, right? Which name he adopted? He adopted the name Swargnarayan. Thus, by the middle of the century, the Ahoms were in control over eastern Assam. Okay, Ahom's combination shaped the limits of Mughal Empire in the northeast region. They were able to mobilize all adults male for military service, what is known as the militia system, right? We have talked about this. Do you know this? We have talked about this yesterday only, the militia system.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember this?
Yes, ma'am.
Why no? Okay, tell me a question. Tell me the answer of one question. Why no king of the medieval India tried to, undermine the power of the tribal people?
Because
Ma'am,
they have a
because-
strong military power.
Ma'am, because they have powerful militaries.
Because they had powerful military. Okay. So the Ahom state taxed and organized people by labor leaves. Labor leaves means taxes kind of here, right? Here this term means taxes. Okay. What does it mean? This term here, this means taxes. What does it mean?
Taxes.
Okay. I tell you the word of each and every meaning, but like I tell you the meaning of each and every word, but bacha, you have to remember it, right? I cannot remember it for you. That you only have to do it, right? So the state taxed and organized people by like how like the people who used to pay, the people were arranged according to the taxes they paid and they produced rather than the land revenue. The Mughals found this style of organization extremely difficult to combat, right? To combat means they find it actually like difficult to defeat. A home society was divided into clans, right? If you have heard, the tribes were obviously divided into clans, right? The tribes were obviously divided into clans or kales, right? Different further groups, okay, and generally held sway over the villages, right? They used to go like live in the villages. The peasants were given land by the village community, and this land could not be taken away by the king without the consent of the community. Even if the king wants to take the land from the tribe, the king has to take the consent. Consent means
Ma'am, permission.
wish of the community. Without the wish of the community, without the approval of the village community, the king cannot take their land. Poets and scholars were given land grants and their work was appreciated. Artisans were scarce. Scarce again, what's the meaning of scarce? Scarce means children, scars. You're in class 7, you must be aware of the meaning of scars.
Ma'am, not existing.
Less in number, right? Scarce means less. We have scarce resources. The resources are scarce, falling short. Artisans were less in the Ahom area and they mostly came from the neighboring kingdoms. The Ahom area did not have many artisans. Whosoever artisans came there, they mostly came from the neighboring areas, right? In the Ahom kingdom, encouragement was given to theatre, right? Theatre here means, what's the meaning of
Ma'am, what?
like they're saying in the Ahom kingdom, appreciation or encouragement was given to theatre. Here by theatre, do they mean like movies and all?
No,
Movies?
ma'am.
Then
Ma'am, I think the society or like
performing plays. Got it? Do you know that plays are performed in theaters, live theaters, plays are performed live? Have you ever seen such a theater where plays are performed?
ma'am, it is auditorium.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes,
I-
ma'am.
Okay. In the field of literature, a number of Sanskrit works were translated in the local language. If we talk about literature, then they have translated a lot of Sanskrit works into local language so that the people can also read it. A bulk of historical tasks known as Buranjis were first written in Ahom and later in Assamese, right? The Ahom power, however, declined in the later half of the 18th century, and eventually the Ahom kingdom also became a British principality in the 19th century. So this kingdom also went under the rule of the Britishers. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Sure? Yes, Sapna?
Yes, ma'am.
I think it should not be like that. Tomorrow when I'll ask you, you know what, ma'am? Ma'am, we do not remember. It should not be like that. Tomorrow we are going to do the question answers of this chapter. And yes, today we do not have an extra period. And listen to me, each and every answer will be written by yourselves. I'll not even help you with the page number. You will tell me your answers and I am going to ask any answer from anyone. All the children present in the class, please listen to me very clearly. Tomorrow we are going to do the question answer of this chapter and I want each one of you to be ready with your answers because you are going to tell me the answers. I'll not tell you the answers, neither the page numbers. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Here they have given a passage and answer the questions. Here they have mentioned few things about Mongols. So the Mongols were one of the most powerful tribes of the medieval times, right? They inhabited the grasslands and the forested areas of Central Asia. It was Genghis Khan who united and organized the Mongol and Turkish tribes, right? So who united the Turkish tribes? It was
Ma'am, Genghis Khan.
right, who organized and united these Mongol and Turkish tribes. into a powerful military force. His successors created vast empire and they included parts of Russia, Eastern Europe, and also China and much of West Asia. What do you mean by successors, children?
Ma'am, the number before the number after the number is called successors.
And ma'am, for that, in
I'm
this
like
chapter, we can see
succeed.
like
Ma'am who
Some
succeed.
succeed in something.
मैम लाइक उनकी जनरेशन के पीपल आगे बढ़ रहे हैं
Yes. The people who came into rule after Genghis Khan. Like right now, you people are the successors of your family, right? You are coming in your family after the like previous generation, right? This is what we meant by successors here. The equipments of a Mongol warrior comprise of a javelin. You know what's a javelin? Don't tell me you don't know this.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am, a rod of iron.
Yes.
That-
The
yeah.
tools of a Mongol warrior comprise of a javelin and a hook, right? They use this hook to pull the enemy off his horse, right? With the help of this hook, they used to make the enemy fall, right? Fall off from the horse. And they also had bows, arrows, and a sword. What is the meaning of bows and arrows? You know what is bows and arrows?
And that
Ma'am,
Yes,
please
Tir
finish.
command which we call in Hindi, right? And besides Genghis Khan, the other famous Mongol was Kublai Khan. Got it? One more influential Mongol was Kublai Khan. Now the first question is, what was the influence of Mongols on society in India?
that they were the most powerful tribes in the world.
Okay. Yes, we can write that. They were one of the most powerful tribes of the medieval times, right? Next is, where were the
Ma'am,
Mongols settled in
Mongols were also one of the most powerful tribe in the medieval period.
Right, what bache? What Paridi? What did you say? Pardon?
Ma'am, she said same one.
Yeah, so that will be the answer. Yes, you are right.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of forested?
What is the meaning?
Forested like ma'am, forested areas of Central Asia, like forest areas where forests are there.
That means forest areas. So the question is, were the Mongols settled in one place?
No, ma'am.
Tell me yes or no.
They were in grasslands and the forested areas of Central
Tell
Asia.
me, children. Arnav will tell us. Arnav, you tell us. Were the Mongols settled in one place?
No, ma'am, they keep traveling to cover up the whole world, ma'am, to win the whole world. As if, ma'am, it is said that Genghis Khan wanted to win the world. So they, ma'am, they have going everywhere and doing wars.
Right. So yes, they were not settled in one place. What were the basis of their economy?
Ma'am, meaning like basis of their
Basis means from where they used to trade, from where they used to get things from. What are the base areas?
ma'am, China. West
Hmm.
Asia,
Ma'am, I think Russia, Eastern
China,
Europe, and
Russia,
China.
Russia, Eastern
Yes,
Europe.
parts of Russia, Eastern Europe, and China and West Asia. Okay.
And ma'am, most of the countries of West Asia.
Yes. Okay. So I think the meeting is also about to end now. I hope you people have understood the chapter. Very easy and nice chapter. This
Yes,
was.
ma'am.
Have you understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
There is a short